In the old but growing town of Aiyetoro, where red earth remembered every footstep and the wind carried stories before mouths could tell them, lived a quiet man named Kunle. Kunle was not rich. He was not poor. He lived between enough and patience. Kunle's life. By day, Kunle fixed what others gave up on: fans that refused to turn, televisions that suddenly went silent, wires that had forgotten their purpose. He spoke little, he charged fairly, and because of that, people trusted him. Mama Raliat. But every evening one voice reminded him of what he did not have. His mother, Mama Raliat, would sit outside their house and imagine two children running across the compound. Sometimes she smiled at the thought. Sometimes her chest felt heavy. "Kunle," she would say, "a man who stays too long without a wife invites delay into his life." Kunle only smiled. The meeting. Then one evening, in the middle of Lagos traffic, Kunle met Morenike. Rain fell heavily, but she stood in it as if the sky had forgotten her. She was light-skinned. Her clothes were simple. Her eyes were calm, too calm for a place that never rested. Inside the bus, Kunle wiped sweat from his face. Morenike did not. Kunle laughed and asked, "Don't you feel the heat?" She smiled softly and said, "Some people are just like this." A woman without a past. Morenike entered Kunle's life quietly. She had no friends, no visitors, no family who came calling. When Kunle asked about her people, she only said, "They are far," and Kunle did not ask again. Marriage. She cooked well. She knelt properly to greet elders. She never quarreled. When Kunle married her, the wedding was small. Her family did not attend. People noticed. People whispered. But Kunle was happy. New home. They entered their new home with hope. That first night, the house was quiet. Too quiet. Kunle slept deeply. Morenike did not. She sat upright on the bed, eyes open, watching the darkness as if it was speaking to her. When Kunle touched her, she lay down slowly, as though remembering she was supposed to sleep. Signs. She never prayed with him. "I pray in my heart," she said. Money began to come into the house. Kunle smiled more, but peace began to leave. His dreams grew heavy. He dreamed of fire without smoke, of markets beneath the sea, of voices calling his name from places without ground. The sun. Neighbors began to notice something else. Morenike never came out when the afternoon sun stood high. When asked, she smiled and said, "The sun doesn't like me." Kunle laughed it off. The child, after 2 years, Morenike became pregnant. Joy returned, but fear sat quietly in Mama Raliat's chest. She went to see Baba Ifa Segun, an old herbalist and seer. He listened without speaking. Then he said, "The woman your son married, her shadow is not complete." The night. One night, close to midnight, Kunle woke and noticed Morenike was gone. She was outside carrying their child. Kunle followed her. Then the ground began to glow. A strange light rose, not fire, but not normal light either. Shapes gathered, not clear men, not clear women. Morenike stood among them. Her body glowed faint red, revelation. Kunle screamed. The light died. The shapes vanished. Morenike turned slowly. Her eyes burned like hot coal. "You were not meant to see," she said. The battle Baba Ifa Segun was called. Prayers were prayed, sacrifices were made. The night became loud with chants, fear, and trembling voices. Morenike did not resist. At dawn, she vanished. All that remained was the smell of sulfur and a single red footprint leading nowhere. Aftermath. The child survived. Kunle did not recover. He aged quickly. Years passed. Kunle never remarried. Every evening, he swept his compound carefully, as if sweeping memories the wind refused to carry away. The end. Sometimes at sunset, when the air turned red, Kunle thought he saw Morenike standing by the road, watching. And he remembered the lesson Nigerian elders often warn. but young hearts ignore. Not every quiet woman is peace. Not every blessing comes from God. And not every love is meant for the living.